This is 100.9 FM and the mighty 590. The best of both worlds. Rutherfordton.
AM 590 WCAB Rutherfordton with FM translator service on W265DW at 100.9. Good morning. Lou Gillum in the Blue Room. Your forecast for today. Look for highs around 60 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight's lows around 30. Tomorrow, sunshine. Highs around 55. Overnight lows again around 30 degrees. Friday, highs around 60 under sunny skies. Looking for lows around 30 degrees. Saturday, clouds move in. Highs around 60. And then Sunday, a 90% chance of rain. Highs around 55. Overnight lows around 45. Then from Monday, partly sunny. Highs around 55. Stay tuned to 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
All right, y'all ready?
Good Thursday morning.
Good Thursday morning.
Welcome to the show. What is this?
It's the next big thing.
Whatever it is, it better be good.
And
they better entertain me.
I entertain y'all, so entertain me.
Are you ready?
Let's start the show. Let's get this thing started. Let's do it. Here we go.
That's right. On this Thursday morning, December the 14th, 2023, 1 minute after 7 o'clock, it is the Todd and Tracy Morning Show right here with you, live from WCAB 100.9 FM. You can also catch us on 590 AM, or you can catch us on the YouTube.
I think the 590 AM might be.
I picked it up a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't try this morning, so it's been a while.
Yeah. I think it's still done. I think we're waiting on the engineer to start working on that one again.
We got a part coming in. That seems like it's always, they got waiting on a part.
It's always a part waiting.
Yeah,
always waiting on a part.
Or you can always join us on YouTube. Go to youtube.com or pull up the YouTube in your app. Search for WCAB Radio. You'll see a red circle around the WCAB logo, and that may let you know that we are indeed live, broadcasting from the Blue Room.
I'm alive. Aren't you alive?
Me?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, and I want you, hey, I'm personally, if Karen's listening, Karen, that oatmeal chocolate cookie was so good. Thank you so much. You need to open a business.
We're having our IT luncheon today, and everybody requested that Karen send a dessert.
Is that the dessert?
That's the dessert.
Oh, and I feel so honored I got to have one. Thank you.
They're so good. Actually, what happens, they fell out of my car into the floorboard, so that's the one that fell out.
You know what? It doesn't matter. A little bit of dirt makes it better.
I'm just kidding. Hey, you know something? I saw something funny on Facebook yesterday. You know that people that take care of chickens?
Yeah.
They're actually chicken tenders.
That's really good, Todd.
That's pretty good.
You need an award for that one.
I like that one. I read that and I was like, you know what? That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
That's funny right there. Chicken tenders.
That's a good one.
All these folks out there that take care of chickens. Yep. Little laughter to bring you.
A little humor on a Thursday.
Humor on this Thursday.
Pre-Christmas.
Never hurt anybody. We need to come up with some Christmas funny stuff.
Yes, we do.
I'll have to research that. I always come up with something. Usually something I read during the day or something I come across or somebody says something or I usually remember it or I'll text it you and I say, hey, remind me about this tomorrow.
I always have to have a reminder because if I don't.
Oh, just like I had a good one the other day. Yeah. Tuesday morning, forgot all about it.
Did you ever think about it?
No, I never did.
You never remembered it?
Never came back across it. Never knew what it was.
Don't that just make you mad?
It makes me wonder.
It's always so good.
And I was thinking this would be perfect for me to say tomorrow because it's kind of, me. And then I forgot.
You'll think about it at the worst time, like after Christmas is over and you're at home on vacation. You'll go, gosh, that's what that was. And then by the time you get here, you'll forget it again.
Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and go,
yes.
Golly. And you remember something you wanted to do like early. Oh, yeah.
Wonder what I always hear. I think it's because you get rested.
See what the thing is.
Your mind starts settling down.
Like, here's an example of that. I went to, we have a water cooler in our kitchen. and we put these little 4-gallon jugs, kind of like out here,
Right.
4-gallon
Yeah.
jugs of water, and it cools it or heats it. Because my well water, even though I filter it and all that, it's still.
Yeah.
But we went to Lowe's the other day,
Yeah.
filled up 5 containers, 5 4-gallon jugs, 4 of them in the trunk, took one in the house. They're still in my trunk.
Right.
I forgot to take them out.
Oh.
So
Are they frozen?
I don't know. So every time I go around the curve, all this water shifts, and I'm like, when I go home today, I'm
Yeah.
getting these out of my, and I never do, and they're still in my trunk
Yeah.
now.
And if they wouldn't shift like that, you'd never
You
think
wouldn't even
about
think
them.
about it. Yep.
Yeah.
I've looked in the trunk, opened the trunk, and found stuff I bought at a yard sale that I forgot.
Yeah.
But like, oh, well, cool, I bought that. Forget all about it.
We just have we have too much going on.
That's the
what it
problem
is.
with getting old.
We're all living the same life. I'm not sure if it's as much getting old as it is just everybody has so much going on. It's just like our brain, we get overloaded. And here's my thing.
No, it's
Every
getting old.
time I walk in, maybe it is. I was trying to give everybody some hope.
No, it's not.
Here's my thing. I do that. I've got to where I do this so often. I will walk in, and it always seems to be a Dollar General. I always walk into Dollar General, and I have to stand there for a minute and think, what did I come in here to get?
You ever get up out of your living room or something and go to another room and you walk in there and go,
Yes.
what did I come in here for?
Many,
Karen does
many
that all the
times.
time. Like, I was sitting working on my Christmas lights the other day. Karen gets up from the bedroom, comes in the kitchen, and she just stands there. And I'm like, you okay? She said, I forgot what I came in here for. So,
I do that so often.
by the way, if you'd like to see my Christmas light show, it's a little bit smaller this year. Come by my house, 1607 Pea Ridge Road. Pull up in the yard, pull across the neighbor's yard over there.
You can't miss it.
Tune your radio to 88.1, and you can listen to the music that's synced with my lights. And I think I got about a 25-minute show.
That's good.
And
It's
then-
really beautiful.
and
It's worth the drive by.
Oh, it's free. Yeah, I'm not going to charge anything. If I catch you out there, I might come around with offering plate after we sing some spiritual hymns and have an altar call. If you would, Brother Todd, pass the plate around, please.
I went by there the other night and threw out a quarter.
That wouldn't do. I hadn't found it yet, so I need to go out there and look a little harder. Oh, yeah, that's just, just something I do, man. I picked it up and went to the China Equestrian Center one year in Creighton. It's like, I bet you could do that. And I was like, you know what? I bet I can. And I did.
Yep.
Speaking of Creighton, there he is on the YouTube. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Also, our good friend Sly checking in this morning. Sly says, good morning, Todd and Tracy. Well, good morning to you, Sly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Creighton even gave me an amen for passing around the offering plate there. So there we go. Well, folks, let me tell you, Washburn's General Store, we talk about them all the time, but it'll never cease to amaze you if you just go over there and look at the store. They are the Christmas headquarters, and this time of year they've got it so beautifully decorated over there. Oh,
And they're so personable and so friendly.
So friendly.
Great people.
Since 1831, yes, I said 1831, the Washburn family has been serving our county with compassion and a love for the people. They've got a store full of old-time merchandise, also new. They've got something for everybody. Just in, they've got Bibles, ranging from the baby's first Bible, children's hardback Bible with illustrations, Bibles for the teen, and, of course, adult Bibles with large print, because we need those.
Yes, we do.
Can't see.
Thank you for the large print.
They also have the 365 Days of Prayers devotional, inspiration signs, light up churches, and so many other gift items. And, of course, they've still got the Fisher-Price toys for the little kiddos. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 until 4. Saturdays, 9:30 until 3, located on the Ballstick Sunshine Highway in Ballstick. Remember, this Saturday, bring children of all ages from 10 until 1. Bring your camera, because I heard the man in white himself is going to be over there.
He sure is. Santa
Red and
Claus.
white, big Santa Claus is going to be over there. Maybe I'll go over there and get me one of them massive
There you
Ferguson
go.
tractors, NC Tractor Supply.
Boy, get you
That's
you a
what
Massey
we
Ferguson
need.
tractor and ride it to Washburn Store.
That's right. Washburn Store, helping you make memories for the holidays. Stop in and see the girls there, Ann, Catherine, Casey, Rita, and Debbie. Tell them Todd and Tracy sent you right over. Speaking of NC Tractor and Farm Supplies, now is the time to shop till you drop at NC Tractor year-end clearance sale. offering 23 to 100 horsepower Massey Ferguson tractors. Whatever size tractor or mower you need, now's the time to stop by and talk with Phil Sheehan and all his professional staff. But hurry in soon. Time is passing by. The end of the year is almost here. Stop by NC Tractor today, 299 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call them at 288-0395. Let's get started with our Thursday morning call-around report. Here's Dakota Livesay Chronicles of the Old West.
In 1866, the military sent Captain William J. Fetterman out west. Fetterman was new to the frontier and Indian fighting, and because of this, he exhibited a false sense of bravado. At one time, he stated he could safely ride through Indian country with only 80 men. And he got his chance. Near Fort Phil Kearny in Wyoming, a group of Indians led by Red Cloud and Crazy Horse attacked a small group of woodcutters. A military detail led by Captain Fetterman was protecting the woodcutters. In this attack, 2 soldiers were killed and several wounded. Then, on December 21, Indians taunted the soldiers inside Fort Phil Kearny, calling them SOBs in English. The fort responded with blasts from their howitzers, which caused the Indians to retreat. Colonel Henry Carrington, the commandant, assembled a group of 80 men to go after the Indians. Fetterman insisted that he be in charge. Captain Fetterman was looking for vengeance. Fetterman was told to stay close to the fort, and as he took after the small group of Indians, they ran just barely ahead of Fetterman's troops. As Fetterman and his men went over Lodge Trail Ridge, out of sight of the fort, more than 2,000 Cheyenne, Arapaho, and Sioux that had been hiding in ambush wiped out the entire detail in a matter of minutes. Gunfire could be heard from the fort, but by the time reinforcements arrived, the battle was over. Surely Red Cloud and Crazy Horse had often observed how a mother animal would stay just ahead of the predator to pull the predator away from its young. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
12 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning, December the 14th. Hope you're having a great Thursday morning so far. We're going to stop at the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department for our first stop this morning. With us is Deputy Hildebrand. Deputy, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good. What's on that report for us?
So the Sheriff's Department responded to 191 calls. We have 183 in the jail, and we had 9 arrests. Harley Self was arrested on failure to appear on a misdemeanor. She was given a $500 secured bond. Jimmy Coffey was arrested for drug paraphernalia and possession of firearm by felon. He was given no bond. We had a financial identity fraud reported by Pamela Pitts off of Blueberry Hill. We had a fraud report from Christina Mace off Stoneway Lane. And that is all that I have for you guys today.
Deputy Hildebrand, we appreciate the report. Hope you have a great day. Most of all, be safe.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
And coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, an arrest has been made in the murder investigation of Brandon Harmon. I do believe that occurred back in July. They have made an arrest on that. Lou Gillum will have that full report coming up at 8 o'clock this morning in the Lou Gillum News Hour. So stay tuned to that. You'll hear all about the murder investigation, and they have made an arrest in that, so make someone accountable. That's what I think. Chad Medford checking in with us on the YouTube. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
We're going to carry on with our call-around report this morning. We're going to check in with the 911 Communications Center after this.
Wayne's Lunchbox can satisfy the pickiest of eaters at lunch or dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. You can enjoy salads, sandwiches, a limited meat and veggie menu at lunchtime, and then for supper, your choice of a meat and vegetables. Call on Wayne's for any catering event that you may have, offering catering service, so stop by 391 East Main Street in Spindale. Call 828-395-2225. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2. For supper, 3 until 7.
Fourteen minutes after 7 o'clock, Lindsay with us from the... As soon as I said her name, I didn't think that was right.
Oh, no.
But I think it is. Good morning.
It is.
How are you?
Good morning.
What do you have on that
How are you?
report for us this morning?
24 hours. Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed 479 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 73 EMS under law enforcement, 191 Sheriff's Office, 71 Florida City, 6 Lake Lure, 40 Rutherfordton, and 64 Spindale. Under fire calls, Cherry Mountain had a brush fire, Ellenboro had a residential fire alarm, Lake Lure had a fire investigation, Rutherfordton had a vehicle accident, SDO and Sandy Bush had brush fires. And that is all.
Lindsay, thanks for the report. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Lindsay with that report from the 911 Communications Center and the 911 Communications Center report and the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department report brought to you by the fine folks over at Jay's Discount Grocery. We're going to talk with Rick a little later on this morning, find out what's happening over at Jay's Discount Grocery.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
16 minutes after 7 o'clock. Brother Creighton Loveless with us this morning. How are you, Creighton?
I'm doing just wonderful.
Well, I've got some daunting Bible questions I need to ask.
Oh, boy.
Where's the first baseball game in the Bible?
That would be in Genesis chapter 1.
That's right. In the big inning, Eve stole first, Adam stole second.
There you go.
Who was on first?
Here's a good one. Who was the first drug addict in the Bible?
Oh, gosh.
Drug addict.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay.
He was on grass for 7 years.
Oh, gosh.
That's right. You're right. That's pretty good.
Just lighthearted humor this morning, folks. Don't get too upset.
No.
I am a faithful and member in good standing at Danieltown Baptist Church.
That's it. I tried that one from the other day. I remember you talking about that the wise men were all firefighters. I tried it last night, and everybody just kind of looked at me. What? Because they came from afar.
That's right.
Come on, guys. It's a joke.
They
came from afar. Oh, okay.
Well, if you have to explain it, it really loses its appeal.
That's right.
You lose that zing. Well, anyway, Creighton, what you got going on this morning?
Well, guys, it is the 348th day of the year. We have 17 days left, believe it or not. And today is, on one hand, it's National Monkey Day. I left my monkey suit at home. So this is relating to the animal, not the monkeys, not the group. And on the flip side, today is also National Alabama Day. Now, this is the state, not the football team. And it commemorates Alabama's admission to the Union as the 22nd state, which happened back on December 14, 1819. If anybody ever stops by my office at the church, I can show you what is probably the largest political items collection pertaining to Alabama governors and politics outside of the state of Alabama. And so, yeah.
As a person who's seen this collection, there is no probably. He does indeed have the largest collection of George Wallace memorabilia from Alabama.
There you go. Old cousin George. He's got a story behind all of that is truly amazing. Meanwhile, down at SDO, Chief Bailey said that they responded to a controlled burn. It was only controlled for a little while, and it got out of control yesterday, and that was off of Lamb's Grill Road. As far as birthdays and anniversaries, I have none, as well as no events to report. However, folks, you can email those events to sdoevent@gmail.com. Looks like in the district today we're going to have sunny skies with a high of 53, a little bit cooler than yesterday. And tonight looks like clear skies yet again with a low around 27. Sunrise coming up at 7:27, and sunset will be at 5:15. The moon is in the waxing crescent phase, marching right along. And today the signs are still in the knees. Now remember, folks, that's a fertile sign, and the moon is in the light phase. And that's about all we have to report, guys, on this chilly morning in the SD&O Fire District.
All right, Creighton, we appreciate the report. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
All right, guys. You'll have a blessed one.
Bye-bye. Great Loveless with that report from the SDO Fire District. Jonna Prescott checking in on the YouTube this morning. Jonna.
Hey,
good
Jonna.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to see Jonna's back making good memories on Facebook there. So, Jonna, glad for you for that, and you are correct. Sometimes you just need a little time apart. That's all it takes. 20 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning. And we're going to carry on to the, Chimney Rock Fire District. I forgot where we was going. Chris.
See, I already forgot. There we are again.
No way.
I'm here to rock the holidays with Bark Mobile. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy A14 5G or Moto G Pure.
OMG, Santa. Red leather is totally trending.
You sound like my elves. You can also get 2 lines with unlimited data for just $35 a month each.
Okay, slay, Santa.
Slay on.
Bark Mobile rocks the holidays. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions. Offers expire January 7th, 2024.
Well, some people think we're in Henderson County, too.
Chris will learn soon enough that when you get to the age of 50 plus, that the mind begins to slip just a little bit. It's funny that I can remember odd, like the General Lee's tag was CNH 320.
I know. How do you do
Why
stuff
do
like
I remember that?
I don't know.
But I can't remember somebody I call every day. I can't remember where he's at.
I know.
See? Oh, my
I don't know
gosh.
why you do that, Todd. Oh.
It's crazy.
Oh, I do it too.
Chris, what you got for us this morning, sir?
Not a whole lot. Lake Lure and Fairfield ran a unattended fire yesterday, and that's it on the call report. No events to mention, so good day yesterday.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So keep them quiet up that way, Chris, and nothing else. We'll
Try
catch you
my
again.
best.
We'll check with you again tomorrow. How's that?
All right. Sounds great.
See you, Chris. Thanks.
See you.
Bye-bye. Chris Melton with that report from the Chimney Rock Fire District. 722. We're going to find ourselves over in the Tryon International Equestrian Center after this.
It's a family tradition, caring for your family at a time of sorrow and need. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services, owned and operated by the Crow family, has been a part of our community for over 65 years. They've been recognized for the highest level of professional service. Crow's pinpoints every service detail to ensure your family has the best service possible. Any questions, call the staff at Crow's 286-2304. They'll be happy to speak with you about pre-funeral needs as well. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services, 118 College Avenue, Rutherford, or visit them at www.crowmortuary.com.
Steve Ernest with us from the Tryon International Equestrian Center. Steve, good morning.
Good morning. I still had to catch myself over, I think it was 12 years. I talked to Jim every morning.
Yeah.
I had to catch myself and call you Jim.
No, that's all right. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, so you've been called a whole lot worse than that, haven't you?
I tell people, I've been thrown in better places than this.
Isn't that the truth? Well, but those are some good old days too. I used to talk to you as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, over Rolling Bald. But we're over here now, and I'm going to start complaining about this cold weather pretty soon, and I'm about ready to start complaining about the warm weather again.
That's right.
Oh, I don't think we would ever do that.
Steve, did you know that the 3 wise men that came to visit Jesus were firemen?
Okay.
Yeah, said they come from afar.
Oh, okay.
And they must have been Southern firemen.
Robbie will relate to that one, won't he?
Yeah, that's there you go. That's the truth then.
Had to have been Southern
Yeah.
firemen. So.
I bet it was some of Robbie's family.
It says they come from the Orient. It must have been the South Orient.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's the dialect there. Yeah.
That's right.
So I get.
Steve, what's going on over there this morning?
Oh yeah, we're getting ready to gear up. We're just getting real close to having prepared our weekend activities, and then we got to turn around and do a 5-day next week. The kids will be out of school. I think most kids, maybe at their home school, maybe some of them won't be. I don't know, but nevertheless, we'll open up Tuesday, and we'll go all the way through Saturday, and that's everything. That's all the activities with the Grinch and the Santa Claus and all the trimmings, so to speak. But I haven't seen any elves. Maybe we can work on that next year. Yeah, we're just preparing for all those things in the next 10 days or so. Man, we're going to be really busy. So we're excited about it, and we're just gearing up for it. So I had the fire pits lit up tonight for everybody that wants to come in and take a gander. Actually, not tonight, and I did make an error in my comment recently when I said Thursday we're going to be wide open. Well, actually, it's just skating and our light show. We go into full mode on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's it from the Tryon Equestrian Center for today.
All right, Steve, we appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday. If nothing else, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, we'll be there.
Have
See
a
you,
good
Steve.
one.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Steve Ernest with the report from the Tryon International Equestrian Center over in Polk County. We're going to move over and check in with DeVern Upton in Boston next.
Looking for a great breakfast deal? Well, how about 2 bacon and egg biscuits or 2 sausage and egg biscuits for only $5.99? That's what you'll get at the drop-in food stores. Yep, you can mix and match and get one of each. Such a delicious December special. And here's something's perfect for that December crunch time, supper time. 8-piece chicken special, 2 breasts, 2 legs, 2 thighs, and 2 wings, plus 12 potato wedges, a 16-ounce slaw, and 4 rolls for only $19.99.
Wait, Lou, one more special.
How about 9 chicken strips, 12 potato wedges, 4 dipping sauces, and 4 rolls again, only $19.99. Now, when was the last time you were able to feed a family of 4 for under $20? Super December specials only at your local drop-in. So come on.
DeVern Upton with us from the Boston Fire District. DeVern, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Doing wonderful.
Doing good.
Good. Well, here in Boston, we have a temperature of 33 degrees. Fire department responded to 1 medical call. Food boxes will be given out at Washburn's Outreach off Piney Church Road from 9 to 1 today. The thrift store will be open also, and need to stop by because there's a lot of goodies there. Food giveaway Saturday at 8 o'clock at Faith Baptist Church there in Forest City. It's right down from the concrete place. And then the Christmas play will be there Saturday night at Faith Baptist Church at 6 o'clock. Pastor Brian Melton invites everyone out. Don't forget to go by Boston Floor. She has her Christmas items on sale, 20% off. And go by Washburn Store and check all their items out. She's got a lot of good stuff in there. And hope everyone has a wonderful day.
All right, DeVern, you do the same. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Jim,
DeVern
have
Upton
you
with
seen
that
Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Going over to the Mount Vernon Fire District with Robbie Samuel this morning. Robbie, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you this morning?
Doing good. Got a listener in the YouTube that says, good morning, Mr. Abe Falk. So here you go. We got something for you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
There you go. You got a plethora of good mornings. Oh, that's a big word. I shouldn't break that out too early this morning.
Well, you better be careful of that word.
That's a big word there.
Well, I missed it. What?
That's a plethora of good mornings.
Oh gosh, what a big, huge word this morning. That's too early.
I don't get.
That's too early for those big words.
I don't get but $1.25 a day for a word allowance. That took up about 50 cents of it. So.
There goes that phone.
I got to quit using them 50-cent words and go back to them dime words.
You just trying to sound smart this morning.
That's what it is.
That's what. Well, I just want to know
after I
thing,
tell people that the wise men come from the South because they come from afar.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I want to know, is that Tracy in that commercial with Lou?
Yes, it is.
Commercial?
It is. Yes.
I figured it was. I thought that's funny.
Yeah, I heard it, and I was like, that's got to be you and Lou. She
yeah.
said, yep.
Oh, mercy me. But old Abram Falk, he's a good one. I know who that is. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
But,
you know him?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, absolutely.
I know who it is.
Yeah, Abe Falk. Well, good. Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome to the YouTube conference center.
We have taken.
He calls us.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. You finish your story.
He calls himself Honest Abe, but I'm still questioning all that. I don't know if he's so honest anyway. I think he just got that from the president.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well,
we appreciate you hanging out in the chat room. If I had some coffee, I'd give you some. But get you some virtual coffee. There you go.
There you go.
We have taken so many calls this morning about the AM being down, and I've just talked with, of course, I know the ones that are usually listen on AM are not listening, but some of them have changed over to FM. But I just spoken with the guy that's taking care of this, and he said hopefully within a couple days AM will be restored.
Yeah, there was something.
Yeah, there's
something
a
they're having
part.
to add to it that has to be custom built.
Yep, that's exactly what he said. That's what's taking so long.
Waiting on it to get custom built. The way they did change some things out there to make, if you notice, our FM signal is sounding so much better.
Yeah, it really does.
And that actually interfered with our AM, so they're having to custom make this interface piece for the AM and the FM to work at the same time. So that's kind of what we're waiting. I know that's not giving you too much information, but you know, it's like plugging a square plug in a round hole. It just ain't gonna work.
I know Mom has not been able to listen to us either because she listens on AM, and so. But anyway,
you need to get your mama up on technology, then let her stream it from YouTube.
She needs a new radio. That radio she's got, I'm telling you, I think it came over on a Mayflower. If there was ever a piece of something that came over on a Mayflower, it's Mama's radio.
Tom Green brought that with him from England, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Thanks, Tom.
Well, I mean, you know, Christmas time is coming. So
that's a great idea.
There you go.
Thank you, Robbie.
Get a high-powered radio.
Thank you, Robbie.
That's right. See,
yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
And see, she can't hear me right now, so yeah, that'll be a surprise, won't it?
She'll never know.
It would be.
Somebody run and tell Martha what she's getting for Christmas.
Yeah, we just ruin the surprise.
Oh, tell Martha. Martha.
Yeah. Robbie, what you got for us this morning?
Well, this morning, Ralston, we stayed fairly busy through in the last little bit. We had a few medical calls and a motor vehicle crash, but it was a bicycle. It wasn't a car, but it's what it got dispatched as. So we had about 4 or 5 calls yesterday. Although they didn't turn a wheel, so hopefully they'll have a good day today as well on the fire side of things. And also this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will be at the Marshall Park for dogs and humans, of course. It's going to be at the Kiwanis Park. They do have a dog park over there. So Santa Claus and Miss Claus will be there. So bring donations for the Heart of the Foothills. They're doing, like I said, a little fundraiser for them. You take your animals and have pictures made with Santa Claus and Miss Claus, and like I said, that's from 11 to 2. But they do have a wish list. It's a lengthy list here. I won't say it all, but they are looking for donations like puppy food, cat food, and their preferred Purina if you can. Cat litter. They'll take donations for laundry detergent and bleach and newspaper, and they'll also take cash donations. So if you want to help the Heart of the Foothills, that would be great. And that fundraiser, and it is in loving memory of Marshall Abram. So that park was named after him, and so it's definitely a good thing. So go see Santa Claus and Miss Claus this coming Saturday from 11 to 2 at Kiwanis Park in the Marshall Dog Park. But other than that, one more thing. I forgot about this. The live and activity scene at Mount Vernon Baptist Church will be next Wednesday, December the 20th, and that starts at 6 p.m. And it'll go to 7. And like I said, that's Mount Vernon Baptist Church, 2676 Hudlow Road. So come on out and have one of those, because there's been quite a few. So if you've missed one, you could probably be able to pick up on another one. You might be able to go visit, and you might like that church as well while you're there visiting. You never know.
Never know.
That is true.
If you're looking for a sign to go back to church, this might be it.
That's right.
That's right.
What'd you say, Robbie?
I was going to tell you, I picked up on your voice in the commercial, and I asked Todd about it. He confirmed that was you.
Oh.
You realize you could get that excited over something.
Over a commercial? I know it. I know when me and Lou were doing that commercial, after we got finished with it, we laughed about it. And now every time I hear it, I think,
that sounds
I'm not sure if I like that or not.
I think you did a wonderful job. I think both of you did. It was really good. I like it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, Robbie, we appreciate you, brother. Hope you have a great Thursday, and nothing else, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan, and we'll see you then.
All righty, take care.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
7:35 on this Thursday morning. We are going to go to our next reporter, and that's going to be Sue Price over in the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District after this.
Sis Ford, located on Oak Street in Forest City, is now Legendary Ford, still locally owned and still offering the same local hometown service as always. The new family at Legendary Ford is working hard to prove to you that they want your business. So stop by today and see the large selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks on the lot, and let the guys at Legendary Ford help you choose the perfect vehicle that best fits you and your family. Visit them at 565 Oak Street in Forest City, or visit the website at www.legendaryford.com, or call them at 245-1626.
"36 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Sue Price with us from the Sunshine and the Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue, good morning.
Good morning.
It is
How
a
are
beautiful
you
morning.
this
It was actually warm this morning. It was 32 when I came out.
Well, I'm telling you, that's a heat wave.
Instead of
An
27.
improvement from the 20s, isn't it?
I know.
Instead of the 20s. That's right.
Yeah, it was 27 the other morning, so yeah, I guess this is a heat wave.
Oh, dear.
Sue, what do you got for us this morning?
Well, I don't have much. I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries, but we hope anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a wonderful day on their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, the Children's Christmas program at Duncans Creek Church will be on the 24th during the morning worship service. And the Christmas Eve service, during the Christmas Eve service, they will be doing the reading of the luminaries. And let's see, Fairview, they're going caroling on the 16th. They'll leave the church at 5 p.m. And then their Christmas play is on the 17th at 6:30 p.m. So all that's coming up just around the corner, and everybody's looking forward to all the Christmas programs and the carolers and everything that goes with Christmas. It's just a good time of the year. And I believe that's all I have this morning. I don't have any other announcements come in, so it's quiet and calm over here, and we're looking for a good day, and I hope y'all have one.
Thanks so much, Sue. You have one as well. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All righty.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You know, that brought back a memory. You remember when I was a kid, even after I was a kid, we would go.
You still are a big kid.
I know. We would go caroling as a church. We'd load up in the church
Yeah.
van. We'd go caroling around the community.
Mhm.
And there was this one lady over in the Ballstick area over that way. Would always have like fried pies, peanut butter balls, and chocolate chip cookies.
Don't that sound so good? I
You'd
remember.
get to her house and carol, and then you'd eat, and you'd need a nap.
I used to love those
Oh, my
peanut
gosh,
butter
I
balls.
love
Oh
it.
my goodness, they
What
were
a
so
great-
good.
What a great memory.
Do
this
people
time
even
of
do
year.
stuff like that anymore? Do people Christmas bake like they used to?
Mo, my wife absolutely does. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, they used to make all these different little
Round-
sausage balls.
yeah.
And, I mean, just,
Round about
yeah.
middle of November,
Yeah.
you see my wife switch another gear.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving, she's in her element. Now, Christmas
Aw.
coming up, even though she will cook literally for
Uh-huh.
a day, probably a day and a half,
Do you remember when people
she is
used
still
to...
in her element. She loves that.
You remember people used to make... Do you remember cheese straws?
Oh, absolutely.
They were so good. People used to even, long time ago, back in a land far, far
Back in
away,
the
when we
ancient
lived,
days.
when at weddings, that's all you would have
Oh,
in
yeah.
it, like little
Yep.
finger foods, like sausage balls and cheese straws, and
we're
people didn't have these big elaborate things like they used to.
We're going to be making,
like they
she'll
do
make
now.
her sausage balls. We're going to make our, we call it pig candy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
We're going to have some peanut butter filled bugles dipped in chocolate.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Never had that.
Chocolate covered Oreos. Chocolate covered peanut butter crackers.
Oh, I've had the white chocolate.
She makes her haystacks.
Haystacks.
Oh,
I've not heard of that in forever.
Yeah,
haystacks.
She's fixing to be in her element. She loves that.
Good
and
for her.
I just sit in there and I just get all the sampling.
We love you, Karen, and we're in that element.
That's right.
So we'll be your tester.
20 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. If anybody has any, Christmas they need an honest opinion on, Christmas baking, bring it by the studio.
Right.
We'll test it for you.
We'll test it out for you.
We'll let you know if it's A-okay.
We'll give you A+. Well, I'm sure all of them are A+.
Oh, absolutely. Let's head up to Tina White in Shingle Hollow.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
And the thoughts of sugar plums danced in their heads.
That's it. Yeah.
Tina White, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good this morning. How about yourself?
Doing wonderful. In the movie The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, where he becomes Santa Claus, I love the way that out on the lawn there rose such a clatter.
Yeah.
And then a ladder appears, and it's from the Rose Suchak Ladder Company. I love the way they do stuff like that.
I do too. That was cute. That was really good. That's a cute little movie.
I love that. The way they incorporate stuff like that, and you really kind of got to pay attention to it. And a Rose Suchak Ladder Company. It's like, I love that.
Yeah, that was good.
Tina, good morning again.
How are you?
I am doing well this morning. I'm up in Asheville at the VA Center, so if you hear noise in the background, my father-in-law is having cataract surgery this morning.
Okay.
I've got a great story about the VA Center. When my dad was still living, my son was 1 or 2, just in that Santa Claus phase.
Right.
Well, it was around this time of year. Daddy had to go to the VA in Asheville, so we took him up there, and Kenya went with us, and he walked in, and there was a guy sitting over to the side, and he had a big white beard, and he had on a red outfit, and Ken looked over. He said, "Daddy." I said, "What?" He said, "I didn't know Santa Claus was a veteran." I said, "Absolutely, son." And come to find out, the guy saw Kenyon looking at me. Well, I think Kenyon had to go to the bathroom or something, so he walked up to me, and he said, "I noticed your son looking at me." He said, "I play a Santa Claus, so what's his name?" And I said, "Kenyon." And he said, "Have him come over to me." And I said, "Okay." So Kenyon come back, and he looked, and the old guy, he said, oh, and he waved at Kenyon. I took him up there, and he said, "Well, hello, Kenyon." That absolutely blew his mind. He was like, "Oh, Lord." And he thought that was Santa Claus, so that was cool.
That is a wonderful story.
Yeah, that's
sweet.
The guy played the part. He went right along with it. I think he even gave him a little something. But it was so cool. The way he did that was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Tina, what you got for us this morning?
Well, in Shingle Hollow this morning, it was chilly. I didn't look at the thermometer when I went out this morning, but coming up the mountain is around 27, so I'm thinking it was in the 30s at the house. The fire department was all quiet the past 24 hours. There are no birthdays or anniversaries on the church calendars. And remember, this Friday, 6 to 8 p.m., Montford Cove Baptist Church is having their live nativity, and they're really ready for lots of visitors to come and see this. And Sunday at 6 p.m., Shingle Hollow Fellowship Church is having Fellowship Holiness Church is having their adult Christmas play. And then at 7 p.m., Piney Knob Baptist Church is having their adult Christmas play. So we've got Christmas plays coming up this weekend, and we hope to just have a good rest of the week.
All right. Well, Tina, hope
Y'all
you
have a wonderful day.
Safe travels this
Yeah.
morning, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Hope your dad does good.
Thank you.
We'll be thinking of him.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thanks.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Tina White with that report from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. We're going to move over and check in with Brenda Kelly, and it's in Union Mills next.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford-Ton.
Well, folks, let me tell you about Cozy Home. They're going out of business. Sale is going on today. That'll be from 9 until 4. Today and then to Saturday from 9 until 2. Dave is retiring and everything in the store's got to go. Pillows, sheets, blankets, furniture, fixings, furniture fixtures, shopping carts, and much more. 2 days only, 181 Duke Street in Forest City, right beside Henson Building. So go today at 9 o'clock. You can stay till 4, shop all day. That's fine. We don't care.
Yeah, hate to see them them leave. I love that place.
They always had some good stuff. I always did a lot of my Christmas shopping there.
That's exactly, that's so true. Boy, they had some really pretty things.
Brenda Kelly with us this morning from the Union Mills. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all on this tremendous Thursday morning?
Oh, we're doing good. We're looking forward to that red velvet cake you're going to drop off in a little bit.
Thank you. Thank you for dropping that off for us.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm baking it for the bake sale Sunday.
Oh, good.
So maybe somebody will get to buy it. I don't know.
Just bring me bring me a little slice of it. That'd be fine.
Now you're on it. Are you still on your diet?
Not during Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That's impossible.
Then you'll have to work extra hard because
That's right.
of the year.
They're good. I checked my blood sugar this morning, and it was 112. So that's good.
Well, good.
It had been like 140 when I wake up. So that's good. It's down, and I'm maintaining same weight. I'm within 3 or 4 or 5 pounds.
Well,
so
good.
You know, I maintain it through the holidays because it's impossible to.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's
there's so much good food during the holidays.
I know.
January 1 will start me back on my
and then you'll go down again in February for Valentine's Day.
I don't do that.
No, come Easter when you have baked ham and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's true.
I'll be good till the summer cookouts and the hot dogs and the hamburgers. And
I know. Yeah.
But in summer, you sweat to death.
That's exactly.
That's like a sauna.
Had you rather have a good hamburger or a good hot dog?
Well, that's a tough question.
That's a tough one. I like both of them.
I'd rather have a good hot dog. I love me a good hot dog.
I love hot dogs.
Chili and onion.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I love that.
I love the works on it.
Hot dogs cooked a certain way. Oh my gosh, you just cannot be.
I fry mine in a fry pan.
And same thing with hamburgers. You get just the right hamburger. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one here the other day. I'll not mention where I got it from, but I don't like my meat pink. I want it done.
Yeah, on
and
a hamburger,
that hamburger, and just the very top of it was cooked, and the inside was raw. Yeah.
No, I can't. Not hamburgers, You want that done.
Yeah, I want that done. That's right. But anyway, we hope everybody's having a good Thursday morning. I've got 28 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays or any anniversaries, but in ways of announcements, come join us for a Christmas blessing. Warm free meals for warm hearts, December the 23rd, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., 257 East Main Street, Spindale, NC. They'll have 100 free plates, first come, first served, sponsored by Right Now Works. And then we got a bake sale, December the 17th, 2 to 5 p.m., Need a dessert, pick one up. Varsity Church of the Nazarene. Money raised will go where needed most. And so far, that's all I know that's going on up here.
All right, Brenda, we appreciate it. Have a good time cooking this morning, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, catch you later.
Thanks.
All right, take care.
Brenda Kelly with that report from Union Mills. We're going to move in down in Ellenboro, check in with Luther Gillikin down that way, and find out what's happening down in Ellenboro.
When the doctor told us about my mom's cancer, it made me feel so helpless until I called the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and spoke with Grace, who answered all of my questions about the disease, treatment options, and cancer-related expenses. Her support and compassion made us feel whole again. Today, I'm calling Grace to let her know my mom is beating cancer. To learn more, visit lls.org.
10 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock, and we're going to find none other than Sweet Thing himself, Luther Gillikin down in Ellenboro. Good morning.
Good morning, you two. I hope you're having a good day.
Man, it's great so far.
Doing good.
I'm having a great time down here.
One day closer to Christmas.
Well, it's 12 days.
That's right.
Yes. 12 days. The 12. That's it. We're right in the 12 days of Christmas,
we get to start
aren't we?
that today. We get a partridge in a pear tree today.
What is a partridge in a pear tree?
Or actually, if you're ex-military like Luther, it's a cartridge in a pear tree.
That's a bird of the tree.
That's right. What you got for us, Luther?
Good down here. It's quiet down here this morning. Not a whole lot going on. City Fire Department had 5 medical calls, 1 fire alarm yesterday. Didn't anything matter to the fire alarm. Other than that, they're quiet this morning, so they're drinking coffee too. So everything going good down here, so you two have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Luther, we appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Luther Gillikin with that report from the Ellenboro Fire District. Let us know what's happening down around that way. Well, folks, it's the Christmas season. If you're in doubt of what to get the man or lady on your Christmas list, don't waste another moment trying to figure it out. Drive to 118 Makers Place in Forest City. It's close to Highway 74, just past the Old American Homes Company, right down from Danieltown Baptist Church. They got a store full of great deals. I'm talking about Patriot Arms. Got a huge inventory. Gift certificates are available. Layaway program. They have new and used merchandise, and they sell, buy, and trade firearms, guns only. They have ammo, apparel, holsters, and cleaning supplies. They also do gun repair, gunsmithing. Patriot Arms is an amazing gun shop and so much more. Locally owned by good old boys right here in Rutherford County. See them today or call them at 828-919-2803 and tell them Todd and Tracy sent you over. And if you're looking for a last-minute gift from me or Tracy, we both wear a 9mm, and Lou wears 38 Special. So
she's special.
Yeah. Shop local. Support our small businesses right here in Rutherford County. Granny B's is our sponsor for the morning birthdays and the birthday winter. You can enjoy a delicious orange twist, Long John cream-filled donut, original glazed donut, or stop in for lunch and order a fresh salad or a delicious Granny B's sub sandwich. They do beautiful cakes for showers, weddings, birthdays, or any occasion you need a cake, or if you'd rather have those delicious pettifours, get those instead. Granny B's hours are Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 until 6. Call them at 286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary today, give me a call, 287-3356. We'll have a party in your honor and give away some pettifours, compliments of Granny B's.
Our human personalities are such that we too often want to be seen in the best light possible, and for some, even to be something they aren't. Soldiers who tell stories of great heroism when they weren't even in combat, or men who talk about their great business acumen when they are losing their financial shirts, are examples of the incredible need to appear to be more than we are. A small college town tavern, frequented by students, posted the following sign preceding Parents' Day's activities. Bring your parents for lunch Saturday and we'll pretend we don't know you. Not to be outdone, the chaplain posted on the college bulletin board, bring your parents to chapel Sunday and we'll pretend we do know you. Accepting who we are and what we have done, whether we like it or not, is a sign of good mental health. Such living is evidenced by our willingness to take responsibility for our actions, refusing to make excuses for our blunders, or blaming others for our failures. The psalmist wrote, "Happy is the man who has no desire for deceit in his spirit." Being content with who God made you and what you have done is important to living a happy and fulfilling life. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Birthday say happy birthday today to 1 to 20, 48 years old from Rutherfordton, celebrating a birthday today. Also, Matthew Hurt over in Golden Valley, 42 years old
42.
today. So
happy birthday, Matthew.
Matthew, hope you have many, many more. And a special happy birthday from Todd and Tracy right here on the Todd and Tracy Morning Show. Jan Cook is our also celebrating a birthday today, works at the Rutherford Weekly of Forest City.
Happy birthday.
So we're going to pick a winner from those and see who gets the Pinafores. On this day in history, birthdays and events throughout the years. In 1503,
wow.
Nostradamus was born. You remember?
Yes, I do remember
Tom
him.
remembers him.
We were neighbors.
He died in 1566. 1566.
15. Can you imagine?
15. In 1902, a lady by the name of Frances Bavier was born. You remember her? She passed away in 1989.
Aunt
That was
B.
indeed.
And she did a very good job of it,
Aunt
too.
B. 1932, Charlie Rich was born. He died in 1995. 1946, Patty Duke. Remember the Patty Duke show was so popular back in the olden days. She died in 2016. On this day in 1542, Princess Mary Stuart succeeded her father, James V, to become Queen Mary I of Scotland.
Wow.
What's funny about that?
What?
Mary was 6 days old.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, those people don't mess
She
around,
grew
do
up
they?
to, she was the firstborn from her father, and he died, so she became the Queen of Scotland.
Wow.
At 6 days old.
Okay. Well, he was really running the country.
I imagine her
I know she wasn't.
advisors. In 1751, the first military academy in the world is founded in Austria. In 1941, the first NFL division playoff is held. On this day in 1947, NASCAR is founded. This day in 1961, Jimmy Dean's song Big Bad John is country music's first song to get a gold record. 1969, the Jackson 5 make their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. Today is National Alabama Day. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
That's for our buddy Brian. And today is Monkey Day.
Yep.
So
I know a
there
few.
you go. Monkey
And the
Day.
winner, we've got a winner here.
We got a winner of the
birthday, and that is Matthew Hurt.
Matthew Hurt, 42 years old.
Congratulations,
Golden
Matthew.
Valley.
You're our
Go
winner.
by.
You're our birthday. Just go by Granny B's, and your Pinafores will be waiting for you.
And enjoy. Compliments
enjoy.
of WCAB and Granny B's. Rick, how's it with us this morning?
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry
Christmas to you, sir.
Rick.
How's everything up that way?
Oh, it's just chilly and good.
Chilly, good, clear. And we want
Feels
to.
like Christmas, don't it?
Yeah,
It does.
It's getting a little bit better. There for a while, I wasn't in the Christmas spirit, but it seemed like as it moves a little bit forward, seemed like it just kind of grows into you.
There we go.
Well, y'all have to forgive me. I'm loading truck as I talk with you.
You do your thing. That's what we like. Just people just do their thing.
Yeah, I just keep trying to keep working while we're talking a little bit.
Well, tell us about some of the things you're unloading. It'll be on sale.
Man, we got some laundry detergent going over there this afternoon. It won't be this morning. Just unloading them. I got Thursday. We always got our produce truck somewhere around lunch. We're stocked up. Got plenty of frozen. Got some pizzas in. I have ice cream out. I mean, good gosh, we're loaded up, ready to roll.
Come get it and save some money. Jay's Discount Grocery is the place to be if you want to save money right here in Rutherford County. Go see Rick over there.
People better go get in that line for that produce because it gets gone.
Yep. Everybody likes the produce.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Rick, tell us where to find you.
Over on Oak Street in Forest City. Look for the big red J. Come back and find us.
That's right. See Rick working, and you'll understand why prices are so good. You'll see.
are.
Go check it out. Thanks, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
Yes, sir. Y'all come visit us.
Thanks,
All
Rick.
right.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
Rick Hauser with that report from Jay's Discount Grocery. It's been great being here with you on this Thursday morning. I know time flies when you're having fun.
It surely does.
Here we are at the end of another show. So we'll be back in here first thing tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock on our Friday show. It's finally Friday,
Finally
friends.
Friday.
We get to hear George.
Yes, we surely do. What do they call him? The possum.
Folks, as we say around here, be good. Be good to each other. It'll all come back around to you.
We promise.
Lou Gillum in the Blue Room coming up in just a few moments with some breaking news on the murder suspect that they did arrest yesterday. She'll have all that coming up straight ahead. Folks, it's been great. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.
The music's on us on WCAB.
This is Dakota Livesay chronicling another true story taken from the 1800s, a time known to all as the Old West. If someone does something good, but for the wrong reason, does he still get full credit? A story of a good deed for the wrong reason is coming right up. I'll let you decide.
At Carolina West Wireless, the gifts are on us this holiday season. Save thousands on bundling iPhones, iPads, and watches with new lines of service. Need to upgrade? Save big there, too. To celebrate the gifts we are most grateful for, our customers, we are having a holiday customer appreciation event at our retail store locations. Join us December 7th through 9th and get the best savings of the year and register to win great prizes. Celebrate the holidays with us as we celebrate you. Carolina West Wireless.
There's a new business in Rutherford County called Southside Pizza, owned and operated by none other than the owner of Gregor's Original. So you know it's got to be delicious. They're located right across from Florence Baptist Church at 235 South Powell Street in Forest City, offering wings, pizza by the slice, a salad bar, grinders, pasta dishes, or specialty pizzas. Dine in or call in your orders, 828-305-7867. That's Southside Pizza on Powell Street in Forest City. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 until 8, Friday and Saturdays, 11 till 9, closed Sunday and Monday.
All the women helped develop our country. As 1869 was coming to a close, they didn't have the right to hold a political office or even vote. But that changed on December 10, 1869, as the first state gave women the right to vote and to hold political office. One would expect it would be an eastern state, quite possibly in the New England area. But that wasn't so. It was probably one of the most remote states at that time, Wyoming. So why was the Wyoming Territory progressive when it came to women's rights? Legislator William Bright backed the bill because his wife convinced him that denying women the vote was a gross injustice. Incidentally, the progressive wife happened to be about half his age. Then there was Edward Lee, the territorial secretary, who argued that if a black man can vote, why couldn't his dear sweet mother? But most people supported the bill for another reason. Wyoming Territory had a population of about 7,000 adults. Of those 7,000 adults, only about 1,000 were women. And those 6,000 men were lonely for the companionship of a woman. So they thought if Wyoming gave women the right to vote, the territory would get national publicity, and in turn women, particularly single women, would come to this rugged, isolated area. When the bill was signed, one lawmaker gave the toast to the lovely ladies, once our superiors, now our equals. Did it work? Well, if you visit Wyoming today, you'll meet some of the handsomest, most strong-minded women and happiest men in the United States. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Before decorating your home for Christmas this season, make a trip to Sandy's Country Christmas. It's the Christmas specialty shop with closeout prices. You'll find trees and trims, unique gift ideas to choose from, all at incredible low prices. They're on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, so discover for yourself the big Christmas secret that even Santa Claus doesn't even know about. They're open all holiday long with extended hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Saturday. But don't come on Sunday. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Sandy's Country Christmas. Visit them today on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, or call 704-471-0015. And Merry Christmas from Sandy's Country Christmas. Good morning. Luke Gillum in the Blue Room. Your forecast for today. Look for highs around 60 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight's lows around 30. Tomorrow, sunshine. Highs around 55. Overnight lows again around 30 degrees. Friday, highs around 60 under sunny skies. Looking for lows around 30 degrees. Saturday, clouds move in. Highs around 60. And then Sunday, a 90% chance of rain. Highs around 55. Overnight lows around 45. Then for Monday, partly sunny. Highs around 55. Stay tuned to 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Where currently we are above the freezing mark. It's 33 degrees currently at WCAB. Well, 2 people have been arrested in connection to a deadly shooting in Forest City. The Forest City Police Department announced yesterday that Zachariah Devine Hines was indicted on December the 4th for first-degree murder in the July 13th shooting death of Brandon Gerard Holland. Hines was served with the indictment and is currently incarcerated with no bond. On December the 12th, 2023, detectives secured a warrant for Joshua Adam King Jr. from Morganton for accessory after the fact. King was served and is currently incarcerated in Burke County. Now, on July the 13th, Forest City police officers were dispatched to a home on Harmon Street following a report of gunfire. When officers arrived, they found Holland in the front yard of the home with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene. A second victim, later identified as Haley Elizabeth Davis, a resident of Forest City, also located. Davis was also suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and was airlifted from the scene to Spartanburg Regional. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office said the July 13th deadly shooting was related to another shooting the day before, July the 12th, where shots were fired into a home on Chase High Road. Authorities say no one was injured in the July 12th incident. Later in July, authorities announced a $2,000 reward for information regarding the deadly shooting. According to the city of Morganton, both Hines and King Jr. were arrested in August 2023, along with another suspect who was accused of being involved in a home invasion. Hines and King Jr. were arrested on charges of shooting into occupied dwellings and other crimes. Well, also news out of Rutherford County, insurance company personnel were on the site at Out of the Ashes homeless shelter at 131 Countryside Drive in Forest City on Tuesday and yesterday. A fire broke out at the shelter on Sunday night, leaving people already homeless without shelter. Cleanup crews are on site working. Pat Chamberlain, founder and executive director of Out of the Ashes, had hoped that his staff and the residents would be back in the facility in a matter of days, but that's not the case. Chamberlain said yesterday that officials now say they will be able to reoccupy the facility in the spring of 2024, perhaps around April. Chamberlain is exhausted and at times frustrated, but he hasn't lost his faith. He's asking the community for additional support to help cover new costs until the Out of the Ashes facility can be used once again. He said, we're seeking $60,000 in emergency funds. He went on to say, this is extremely challenging for us right now. We're looking for some place that our residents can be housed temporarily and stay right here in Rutherford County. Now, when the fire broke out late Sunday night, there were 20 adults experiencing homelessness residing at Out of the Ashes. Since then, 2 have been reunited with their family members. Now there are still 18 in need of shelter, 9 men, 9 women. Since Sunday night, the Red Cross has enabled them to stay at a local motel, but that's likely to end after 1 week. Uncertainty remains as to where they will be staying next. Chamberlain on went to say, we really need a place for a few months where our people can stay. He's been in contact with some foundations regarding emergency assistance. Several churches have offered to provide an evening meal. Chamberlain is grateful that the building had a sprinkler system and that the building was fully insured. There are so many empty mill buildings still standing in this county. Can't one of those be used? Can somebody step up and offer one of those buildings? Who owns them? Well, tomorrow at noon, that's the deadline to file for the March 5th, 2024 primary election. The filing period began at noon on Monday, December the 4th. Local candidates must file at the Board of Elections office at 298 Fairground Road in Spindale. Incumbents, as well as some newcomers, have already filed for office. All 4 incumbent Board of Education members, Chairman Philip Morrow, Vice Chairman Rick Ficklin, Angel King, Tracy Short, have already filed. Thomas Crawford is running for the seat held by Ficklin in District 3. Mike Lugo is challenging Morrow for the at-large seat, and all are Republicans. Board of Education member Republican Paul Scott has filed for the North Carolina Assembly, House District 111. Incumbent Republican County Commissioners David Hunt and Greg Lovelace have filed for re-election. Both are Republicans. Also, Republican Rachel Thomas has filed for re-election as Register of Deeds. Municipal elections are also going to be held in November 2024, but because the local municipal races are nonpartisan, there are no primaries for those. That would be your mayors and your town commissioners. And the filing period for those races will be July the 15th through July the 19th. Well, more than 750 Rutherford County children are now registered to receive assistance from Toys for Tots, and tomorrow is the deadline for registration. So far, 335 families have registered, and there'll be more by tomorrow, likely matching last year's number of 843 children. That according to Troy Stanley of the United States Marine Corps League of Rutherford County. Nationally, the Marine Corps League has supported the Toys for Tots program since 1947, and this is the 6th consecutive year that Stanley has headed the project here in Rutherford County. Now, the Toys for Tots collection bins will be emptied for the final time this season, and this will be on Monday. Monetary donations will continue to be accepted for Toys for Tots now throughout the next year. Now, if families have trouble registering their children online for the program for Toys for Tots, they can go to the Forest City headquarters at 120 West Trade Street. They must make sure you take the birth certificates of the children, proof of Rutherford County residency, and that office is open from 9 until 3. Now, parents or other guardians will pick up their toys on December the 22nd and December the 23rd at the Marine Corps League headquarters. According to Stanley, there's still a little bit of time left for families to apply. The program has collected more than 600 toys through Toys for Tots bins that are seen across Rutherford County in stores and other places of business, including banks and hair salons. They've also been in the financial contributions. The people of Rutherford County are generous, and there remains tremendous need, Stanley said. So far, we've spent $15,000 on toys just this season, and we will likely spend a couple thousand more. Now, Stanley points out that Toys for Tots purchases only from retailers here in Rutherford County, and all toys and financial gifts to the program stay right here in Rutherford County. Stanley says that while the national economy is getting better for many people, there are still people in Rutherford County who are struggling financially. Some of this, he says, is a result of, and we all know it, drug addiction. We've seen grandparents seeking assistance for the grandchildren they're raising. They're raising them because their own adult children are drug addicted. We have grandparents in their 80s working to raise their grandchildren, and some are even raising their great-grandchildren. The Toys for Tots program, Stanley said, has a goal to help children in need. He went on to say it's not the fault of the children that they're living in poverty. It isn't the fault of their parents or struggling with addiction and unable to raise them. He went on to say, we look beyond that. We don't judge. Our aim is to help children in need at Christmas. Stanley said about 15 to 20 other Marine Corps League volunteers will start to sort the toys and prepare them for distribution on Friday and Saturday of next week. If you do need more information or want to find out how to give a financial contribution, visit the Forest City headquarters at 828-447-8526 or go by the headquarters at that number again, 828-447-8526. We'll take a look at our local obituaries, and then we have news from other counties around our area, and we'll do that right after this. Obituaries are being brought to you by Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services. It's a family tradition, caring for your family at a time of sorrow and need. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services, owned and operated by the Crow family, has been a part of our community for over 65 years. They've been recognized for the highest level of professional service. Crow's pinpoints every service detail to ensure your family has the best service possible. Any questions, call the staff at Crow's 286-2304. They'll be happy to speak with you about pre-funeral needs as well. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services, 118 College Avenue, Rutherford, or visit them at www.crowmortuary.com. Reuben Dean McIntyre, 71 of Rutherford, passed away on December the 10th at Rutherford Regional. The family will receive friends. That will be from 2 until 3 today at the Little White Country Church. Funeral services will be at the Little White Country Church beginning at 3 o'clock. Burial will be in the church cemetery. Online condolences may be made at mattmahansfuneralhome.com. Matt Mahan's Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Reuben Dean McIntyre. James Jimmy Holland Sr., 74 of Rutherford, passed away on Friday, a native of Rutherford County. He served our country in the Army during the Vietnam War. At Jimmy's request, no services will be held. However, online condolences may be made at mattmahansfuneralhome.com. Matt Mahan's Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for James Jimmy D. Holland Sr. Joshua Hudson Rube, 49, of Rutherfordton, passed away December the 10th. A celebration of Josh's life will be held at 2 o'clock tomorrow at the Spindale United Methodist Church. A time of fellowship will follow the service. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made to the Spindale United Methodist Church in his honor. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Joshua Hudson Rube. Melanie Brooke Rice Zucker, age 40, of Forest City, passed away December the 9th at Rutherford Regional. A visitation will be held from 6 until 8. That will be this evening at Harrelson Funeral Home. Memorial donations may be made to the GoFundMe page at gofund.me/5CBF2748. Online condolences may be made at harrelsonfuneralhome.com. Harrelson Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Melanie Brooke Rice Zucker. Chauncey C. Brackett, also known as C.C. Brackett, passed away at the age of 92. A private family gathering has already been held at the Cedar Creek Fellowship Holiness Church. However, a memorial service will be held at a later date. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements for Chauncey C. Brackett, C.C. Brackett of Boston. Marv Clausen, 73, of Rutherfordton, passed away on Tuesday at his home. Funeral services will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Burial will be at the Eternal Hills Memorial Park with military honors accorded by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the funeral service. And this will be held at the church, and it's not in the obituary. I'm sorry, I'll get that for the midday. Harrelson Funeral Home, however, is in charge for Marv Clausen. Judy Bridges, age 80, of Ellenboro, passed away on Tuesday. Funeral services are at 3 o'clock tomorrow at the Bethel Baptist Church in Ellenboro. Burial will be in the church cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service, and this will be at the Bethel Baptist Church. Online condolences may be made at harrelsonfuneralhome.com. Harrelson Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements for Judy Mama Possum Bridges, age 80, of Ellenboro. Scott Wesley Mack, 58, of Forest City, passed away on Tuesday. A memorial service will be held on Sunday at 2 o'clock at the Paget King Chapel, with the family receiving friends following the service, and this will be at the mortuary. Online condolences may be made at PagetKing.com. Paget King Mortuary in charge of the arrangements for Scott Wesley Mack, 58, of Forest City. Victoria Jacobs Green, 45, of Forest City, passed away on Thursday, December 7th at Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center due to an auto accident. Born in Rutherford County, a memorial service will be held at 2 o'clock on Saturday. This will be at the Spindale Fellowship Holiness Church. The family will receive friends in the church foyer immediately following the service. Online condolences may be made at harrelsonfuneralhome.com. Harrelson Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Victoria Inez Jacobs Green, 45, of Forest City. And this is the morning obituaries on WCAB. You can hear the complete obituaries at 11:30 this morning, just after 5 o'clock this afternoon, and at 6:45 tomorrow morning. Coffee for the Soul coming up next. We've got sports at 8:25 and more news coming up.
Good morning. I'm Pastor Lee Coyle. Welcome to Coffee for the Soul, a brief devotion designed to jumpstart your service to Christ today. Nothing gets my body going in the morning like a hot cup of coffee. Nothing gets my spirit started like a fresh challenge from God's Word. Jesus said, "Love one another as I have loved you." For 10.5 years, I served as pastor of a church on Main Street in Chesterfield, South Carolina. Chesterfield is a lovely small town with a lot of friendly people and a very laid-back lifestyle. The parsonage we lived in was 2 blocks off Main Street, so I would often walk to the church office through the week and to church on Sundays. Occasionally, following worship on Sunday morning, my family and I would walk a couple of blocks to the nearby Subway. It was a pleasant walk. When we entered Subway, everyone there could tell we had been to church. How so? Well, first of all, it was Sunday morning. Secondly, we were dressed for church. And thirdly, Chesterfield is a small town, so almost everyone knew us, so they knew. Well, anywhere we went that afternoon after eating lunch there, everyone knew we had been to church and to Subway. How did they know? We looked like church, and we smelled like Subway. I said all that to say this. When we love others like Jesus does, we look and smell like Jesus. Remember in John 13:35, Jesus said, "By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." Now, that's coffee for the soul. Make sure and check us out on Facebook. Like us if you will. Look up Coffee for the Soul Ministries. God bless you all.
At Carolina West Wireless, the gifts are on us this holiday season. Save thousands on bundling iPhones, iPads, and watches with new lines of service. Need to upgrade? Save big there, too. To celebrate the gifts we are most grateful for, our customers, we are having a holiday customer appreciation event at our retail store locations. Join us December 7th through 9th and get the best savings of the year and register to win great prizes. Celebrate the holidays with us as we celebrate you. Carolina West Wireless.
Coming up on 20 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Well, you know, in the Christmas season, if you're always in doubt with that one person, what to get them, well, go to 118 Maker's Place. The name of the business is called Patriot Arms. Best direction is close to Highway 74, just past Old American Homes. It's near the Convenience Center on Bethany Church Road or right near Danieltown Baptist Church. They've got a store full of great deals, huge inventory. You can get a gift certificate. They also have new and used merchandise. They buy, sell, and trade guns only. They have ammunition, apparel, holster. I need a new holster for my 38. Well, I got two, but I need one for one of them anyway. Cleaning supplies. They also do gun repair and gunsmithing. Hint, hint, Tracy. Patriot Arms is an amazing gun shop and a whole lot more, locally owned by folks that live right here in Rutherford County. See them today or call 828-919-2803. Tell them we sent you. And as the great Jim Bishop always said, shop local. Keep your money right here in Rutherford County. Shop Patriot Arms.
Let's all join together to help make a difference this season in our community. The first annual WCAB Toy and Coat Drive is officially underway, and we need your support. Now through December 11th, you can donate new, unwrapped toys and coats, or gently used coats, hats, scarves, and mittens. Thanks to the generous support of Burger King, you can donate at all local area Burger King restaurants, as well as those across Central and Western North Carolina. Donations stay in our community and will be distributed through Yokefellow Ministries. So many families are in need this year. Let's make their holidays brighter together.
Now, if you would still like to donate something to the WCB Toy and Coat Drive, we've already picked up all the boxes of the area locations that were had the boxes in their stores, in their businesses. But you can still bring them by the station. Now, we're going to be here until 10 o'clock this morning. Then we're pulling out to go pick up some more. And we will, I don't know, I hate to tell you what time we'll be back because we'll be running back and forth unloading cars. But if you would still like to bring something, you can bring it between the hours of 8 and 11 tomorrow morning. After 11 o'clock, we can't take anything else. Everything's going to be picked up and taken to the location so it can be distributed to local families. Again, by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, if you have a coat or a toy that you would like to donate to the WCB Toy Drive, then you can bring it by the station between 8 and 11 tomorrow, and we'll make sure that it gets to where it needs to go to help a family make Christmas special and to keep a child warm this winter. Well, vandals have continued to smash the windows of hundreds of cars all over Asheville, and this was all done in under a week's time. According to the Asheville Police Department, as of yesterday evening, there have been 107 cars hit all over the city. That includes 42 car windows bashed on Sunday morning, December the 10th, at 4 different apartment complexes, and then Tuesday morning, Asheville Police received 62 additional reports of more car windows being smashed in. Now, on Tuesday, Asheville Police Department said 36 vehicles were hit in the Montfort community, 12 vehicles on Kenneth Knoll, 9 on Meadow Road, 6 vehicles centering in the Bear Creek Road area, and 2 vehicles on Biltmore Avenue near Hilliard Avenue. Now, with this many windows bashed in, one type of business in particular has seen a drastic increase in need: auto glass repair shops. With this many windows bashed in, Vince Robinson, the owner of Awesome Auto Glass, said yesterday that he typically does around 5 or 6 jobs a day replacing windshields, door glasses, and back glasses. The issue, he said, is that people needing their windows replaced want them replaced and the cars ready to go on the same day. Robinson said that's really difficult to do unless the company has them in stock, which is not typical. Although he can usually have them overnighted, however, the added burden right now is that so many customers are in need of window replacements at one time. He said right now it can take up to 3 or 4 days to be able to do the replacement. He went on to say it's worse this time of year. It's cold, so you really can't be driving around with the window busted. So they're wanting it as soon as possible. Then you're having everybody come in at the same time, which makes it a whole lot more challenging. The price for the repair can be very greatly depending on whether the drivers have insurance or not. If you don't have insurance, unfortunately, sometimes door glasses are a lot more expensive. They're not as cheap as you would think. He said the price can vary from $225 to $800. Even with insurance, Robinson said that the process can take up to a few days. He said insurance is going to have to get approvals. Send us whoever does the insurance work. Send us the approvals, get the pay rates, and then he said they've got to find the part. He said it's odd to have so many car windows being broken without any items being stolen. He went on to say this is just pure vandalism, or there's nothing in the car, they're hitting it and going, he went on to say, but it looks like they're hitting a bunch of places at one time. They're just vandalizing. Sports from the North Carolina News Network's coming up next.
NCN Sports, good morning. I'm Tony Rixby. Quarterback Grayson McCall has announced he'll be transferring from Coastal Carolina. He's moving from the Chanticleers to the NC State Wolfpack following an injury-plagued season. At the same time, former Wolfpack quarterback M.J. Morris confirmed that he's headed to the University of Maryland. Another former Duke Blue Devil is transferring to Notre Dame. Defensive end R.J. Oben announced he'll play for the Fighting Irish. 38 career games with the Blue Devils. He had 50 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, and 9.5 sacks, including one in his final game against Pittsburgh. His announcement came one day after former Duke quarterback Riley Leonard announced that he would also be transferring to Notre Dame. Attorney General Josh Stein announced he's obtained a temporary restraining order against the NCAA transfer eligibility rule. That was part of the ongoing antitrust lawsuit. Stein had recently written letters to the NCAA criticizing the transfer rule after it was used to temporarily prevent Carolina football player Devontae Walker and basketball player from Wake Forest Efton Reed from playing this year. The Heat beating the Hornets once again last night in the NBA. Let's get that story from Dave Ferry.
The Heat completed a home-and-home sweep by defeating the Hornets 115-104. Miami also had a season-high 22 turnovers, but scored 22 points on Hornets giveaways. Duncan Robinson scored 23 points. Kyle Lowry delivered 17 points, shooting 5 for 5 from the field and 4 for 4 from three-point range.
We finished the first half extremely well. I know we turned the ball over, but, I think the last 2:32, we went on like an 11-0 run. So we kind of balanced it out and figured out, how to play.
Jimmy Butler had 15 points and 10 assists for the Heat. Charlotte's Terry Rozier led all scorers with 28 points. I'm Dave Ferry.
Carolina Panthers and Bank of America extending the naming rights deal for their stadium. You're listening to NCN Sports.
When it comes to delivering high-quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
For more than 35 years, the North Carolina Rural Center has been working to secure a more vibrant future for our state's rural people and places. The latest research breaks down the major forces driving change, such as restricted access to quality health care and insufficient health insurance coverage. Our rural communities face challenges often, contributing to poor health outcomes. The Rural Center continues to advocate for progress on these and other important rural issues. Learn more at ncruralcenter.org. NC Rural Center, building vibrant rural communities.
Los Angeles Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert done for the season, suffering a fracture on his right index finger on Sunday night against the Denver Broncos. The quarterback had surgery on his throwing finger, and the team will start to back up Easton Stick until further notice.
I've watched Justin, obviously, Phillip, and that's the standard. It's really high. Quarterback play here has been really good, and so just trying to do my best. And like I said, we got a great locker room, a great group of guys, so excited to go play for them.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Notre Dame going from one ex-ACC standout quarterback to another after Duke's Riley Leonard committed to the Fighting Irish. Leonard announced his transfer destination on social media. He's expected to take over from this year's starter, Sam Hartman, who spent his first 5 seasons with Wake Forest before joining the Fighting Irish this year. Tony Rixby, NCN Sports.
Good morning. Luke Gilliam, the Blue Room. Your forecast for today. Look for highs around 60 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight's lows around 30. Tomorrow, sunshine. Highs around 55. Overnight lows again around 30 degrees. Friday, highs around 60 under sunny skies. Looking for lows around 30 degrees. Saturday, clouds move in. Highs around 60. And then Sunday, a 90% chance of rain. Highs around 55. Overnight lows around 45. Then for Monday, partly sunny. Highs around 55. Stay tuned to 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
On Millionaire's Cove.
Don, I won $1 million playing the $10 million spectacular scratch-off. And there's someone else.
Well, I won the $10 million top prize.
I don't know what I saw in your long-lost brother.
I have a brother?
New $10 million spectacular from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Instant millions change everything. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.11. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
No way.
I'm here to rock the holidays with Bark Mobile. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy A14 5G or Moto G Pure.
OMG, Santa. Red leather is totally trending.
You sound like my elves. You can also get 2 lines with unlimited data for just $35 a month each.
Okay, slay, Santa.
Slay on.
Bark Mobile rocks the holidays. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions. Offers expire January 7th, 2024.
And currently we're up to 34 degrees in Rutherfordton. It's 8:31. Well, it's the Christmas season, and of course, if you're in doubt what to buy for that man or woman in your Christmas list family, well, do they like to shoot competitively? Do they trap shoot, skeet shoot, shoot pistols, whatever? Do they hunt a lot? Well, 118 Makers Place is the home of Patriot Arms, and they're going to find gift certificates. They've got a store full of great deals, a big inventory. They've got new and used merchandise, buy, sell, and trade guns. They have ammunition, apparel, holsters, cleaning supplies. They do gun repair, gunsmithing. It's an amazing gun shop and a whole lot more, locally owned by people right here in Rutherford County. They're right behind the Danieltown Baptist Church in the area of Highway 74 past Old American Homes or near the Convenience Center on Bethany Church Road. Whichever direction is easiest for you to follow, go to 118 Makers Place. Patriot Arms, shop local, and support our local businesses. And it's the final warehouse sale. Cozy Homes is saying goodbye. Dave's retiring and everything's got to go. Pillows, sheets, blankets, furniture, fixtures, shopping carts, and a whole lot more. Only 2 days. Today from 9 until 4. Saturday from 9 until 2. 2 days only. 9 to 4 today, 9 to 2 Saturday. Final warehouse sale. Cozy Homes, right beside Henson Building Supply in Forest City. Well, an 18-year-old wanted for the murder of a 25-year-old was taken into custody in Greenville County on Tuesday. That according to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. Tyvon Dunlap was arrested in Greenville by Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department's Violent Apprehension Team, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, and the Greenville County Sheriff's Office. He's been charged with murder and robbery with a dangerous weapon. The deadly shooting happened shortly after 11:30 on Thursday, November the 16th, in the 800 block of Villa Court. As officers arrived at the scene, they found Cadem Cole Lamont, 25, deceased from apparent gunshot wound. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department said once extradition is approved, Dunlap will be transferred to the Mecklenburg County Jail. This investigation continues to remain active and ongoing. Well, a woman was arrested on charges that she stole the identities of multiple employees and took $25,000 from a payroll account at an Anderson County McDonald's. The Anderson County Sheriff's Office said 36-year-old Ashley Nicole Stone of Pendleton was charged with grand larceny and 2 counts of identity theft. The investigation began in November after a McDonald's corporate office noticed $25,000, which was taken from a payroll account, according to the Sheriff's Office. Detectives said they found that Stone had stolen the identities of former employees at the McDonald's on Electric City Boulevard. Now, the Sheriff's Office said Stone opened fraudulent investment and credit card accounts in the names of those former employees. Stone was, in one case, able to buy a car and an insurance policy online, investigators said. A total of 30 transactions over the course of 3 months were found, totaling $2,800, that according to deputies. Stone is being held in the Anderson County Detention Center on a $9,000 bond. The Anderson County Sheriff's Office said more charges are expected. Well, Buncombe County has had its first flu-related death of a resident for the 2023-2024 flu season. That, according to the Buncombe County Health and Human Services, they announced this on December the 12th. There have been 8 adult influenza-associated deaths in North Carolina this season, plus 1 pediatric death in western North Carolina. That was back in November, according to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. The child flu-related death was the first in the state and the second in the country for the 2023-24 season. It's with heavy hearts that we announce the first flu-related death in our Buncombe County community. That, according to Health Director Ellis Matheson in a press release, he said we take the seasonal flu seriously, recognizing its potential for severe illness and even fatality. The county's Health and Human Services received notification of the fatality on December the 11th, and no further details will be disclosed to safeguard the family's privacy. According to the last influenza map released by the Centers for Disease Control on December the 8th, North Carolina had a high flu activity, up from moderate in November. The CDC recommends flu vaccinations every year for everyone 6 months and older to prevent infection and make the illness milder for those who do catch it. Certain groups are at a higher risk for serious flu, including children younger than 5, pregnant women, people over the age of 65, and those with chronic medical conditions such as heart or lung disease, that according to the CDC. Now's the time to get vaccinated, especially before participating in seasonal celebrations with friends and family, according to Matheson. Additional precautions include staying up to date on vaccinations, practicing good hygiene, covering coughs and sneezes, and staying at home if you don't feel well. Additionally, the CDC recommends vaccines for RSV for infants and toddlers and for those over the age of 60. Well, a former officer with the Rock Hill Police Department has been indicted on child sex abuse material charges, that according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of South Carolina. A federal grand jury in Columbia returned an 18-count indictment against Daniel Sheely, 35, of Rock Hill, charging 12 counts of distribution of child sexual abuse materials and 6 counts of receipt of child sexual abuse materials. The indictment alleges that Sheely created and operated an account on social media platform and that he used a cellular device recovered from his department-issued patrol car, both to distribute and receive child sex abuse materials. The indictment alleges that Sheely distributed 13 child sex abuse videos and that he received 6 child sex abuse videos, all between June 2nd and September 17th, 2023, and that the videos were between 5 seconds in length, 1 minute, and 43 seconds in length. Sheely had been with the department since January 2011. He served on patrol until August 7th, 2017, when he was transferred to being a school resource officer at South Point High School. His last assignment began on June 5th, 2023. In the Criminal Investigations Division, he has since been terminated by the department. Police said there's no indication that any of the allegations happened while Sheely was on duty. Each count charged carries a mandatory minimum of 5 years in federal prison, a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. Sheely also faces up to a lifetime of federal supervision, followed by any other penalty, registration as a sex offender, and monetary penalties. Sheely waived his right to a bond and was ordered detained pending trial by United States Magistrate Judge Shiva Hodges. He has the right to ask for a bond at a later time. The case was brought as part of Project Safe Childhood. This is a nationwide initiative designed to protect children from online exploitation and abuse, led by the United States Attorney Office's Project Safe Childhood, marshals federal, state, and local resources to better locate, apprehend, and prosecute individuals who exploit children via the internet, as well as identify and rescue those victims. Well, a man is facing charges following a traffic stop Tuesday afternoon in Spartanburg. According to the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office, deputies were conducting a proactive enforcement in the area of the New Cut Road. While on patrol, a deputy saw a black Mustang with a broken windshield and a detective passenger side brake light. Deputies conducted a traffic stop at New Cut Road and Pollard Road. Once the vehicle pulled over, deputies came in contact with the driver, later identified as 34-year-old Michael Dwayne Irby. When deputies asked for his driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, Irby said he did not have his license on him, but was getting his license back from the state of North Carolina. When deputies asked his name and date of birth, Irby provided a false name twice, the sheriff's office said. Deputies then asked him to provide his social security number. Once they ran that through the system, his real name popped up and was confirmed he had 2 active family court bench warrants. He was placed into handcuffs and searched. During the search of his body, deputies located a small plastic bag containing green plant-like substance and a black glasses case containing glass smoking pipe. Once Irby was taken to the Spartanburg County Detention Center, he was searched again. Deputies found a clear plastic bag containing a crystal white substance. Irby admitted to deputies it was meth. He was charged with the following: possession of 28 grams or less of marijuana, distribution of methamphetamine, second offense, driving under suspension, third, habitual offender, report false information to law enforcement, prisoners, contraband, furnish, or possession, county or municipal. He was issued a written warning, just a written warning, for his cracked windshield and defective passenger side brake light. If you want to get back at your ex, this is not the way to do it. A custody battle resulted in a woman sending sexual explicit pictures of her ex-husband to his family members, that according to a report from the Rowan County Sheriff's Office. Deputies say they began the investigation on November the 27th when a man reported that his now ex-wife, identified as Barbara Miller, age 30, had sent explicit pictures to his niece, his nephew, and at least one other person. Now, the victim said that Miller sent the pictures as a result of a disagreement over child support and custody. Deputies say when they contacted Miller, she admitted to sending the pictures. She reportedly sent the pictures because she said the ex-husband's family members had been continually messaging and texting her frequently during the overnight hours. Miller was charged with 2 counts of disclosing private images of an adult. She was jailed under a bond of $2,500. Watch out for those pictures that you take. They may come back and haunt you. Well, 42-year-old Floyd Darnell Vasquez of Asheville was arrested on Monday by Burke County Sheriff's officers. He was charged with felony trafficking methamphetamine. Vasquez was arrested by Burke County Sheriff's deputies shortly after 1:30 a.m. on Monday morning, taken into custody at exit 94 off Interstate 40. He was then brought before the Burke County magistrate on the warrant. Now, according to the North Carolina Judicial Branch website, Vasquez is also charged with traffic offenses in Burke County, including driving while impaired. He's scheduled to appear in court on the traffic offenses January the 22nd. Vasquez also has pending Superior Court dates in Buncombe County, where he's charged with felony counts, including possession of Schedule II controlled substance and probation violation out of county. Those court dates are scheduled for January 2nd and February the 15th. According to the North Carolina Department of Adult Correction Officer Public Information website, Floyd Darnell Vasquez has multiple convictions listed back to 2000. The convictions were in Catawba and Buncombe County for various felony and misdemeanor drug offenses, along with firearm and robbery related charges. His last conviction was October 2019 in Catawba County for felony conspiracy to commit robbery with a dangerous weapon. Now, following Monday's arrest, Vasquez was brought to the Burke County Jail, where he was initially held under a no bond on a 48-hour hold. Now, as of yesterday morning, Vasquez was being held under a $29,000 secured bond. A Burke County District Court date is scheduled for today. Well, this story is coming out of Las Vegas, and it's kind of rough, too. Just shows you how stupid some people can be. Well, Las Vegas is where this story does come from. Investigators obtained information on 7 of the 70-plus men arrested during a sex trafficking operations run by the Metro Police Department Spy Squad. Now, this was done during the week of Las Vegas's Grand Prix. Those 7 men, according to Captain Hector Cintron of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's Vice Unit, were arrested for, quote, luring a child or soliciting a minor, unquote. All 7 thought they were meeting a teenage girl. That according to the police report. Those records indicate the oldest man arrested was 64. The youngest was 22. Now, each defendant has an open case in the Las Vegas Justice Court with a variety of sex charges, including luring a child for sexual acts. One of those men, 31, also faces a gun charge, carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. Now, that person told police he carries the firearm when he's alone, according to the police report. He acknowledged meeting a 14-year-old female, according to the report, which was also told the police $100 was in his pocket at the time of his arrest. That was to buy sushi. Most men agreed to pay their decoys somewhere in the range of $10 to $120, while one of the men arrested initially offered his decoy $120, lowered his offer to $100. Most had cash on their person, and some brought protection. Others negotiated sex without protection, the report said. The police report of one of the defendants, age 46, listed a Sacramento address. The man was arrested in his blue Lexus with California plates and thought he was meeting a 14-year-old girl, that according to the report. Police recovered 2 Viagra pills in the man's vehicle during that arrest, which the man denied. The report said the man then stated he has Viagra because, well, never mind. Centron indicated that while the Strip was inundated with tourists during the week of February the 1st, the issue of sex trafficking plagues the entire city valley. According to the police chief, I want the community to understand that this is not specific to our tourist corridors. It's occurring in our neighborhoods beyond the Strip. Now, during a press conference in November, police said they would be launching a public awareness campaign to help increase the awareness and teach the community the signs to look for in sex trafficking. Additionally, police said that Metro will be conducting an effort with the NFL to combat sex trafficking in advance of the Super Bowl, and that's going to be February the 8th, 2004. Another thing to warn your kids about, and I'll tell you what that is after this.
At Vive, we're kicking off Black Friday early, and we're keeping it going all the way through the holiday season with our best deal of the year. That's right, you can save more than ever before with our 105 megabits per second internet for only $19.99 a month for your first 6 months when you choose AutoPay. Plus, get free installation when you order online. So go to vivebroadband.com today and make the holidays brighter with our best deal of the year. Offer ends January 2nd, 2024. Not available in all areas. Modem, certain installations, taxes, and fees extra. Subject to data plan. Visit vivebroadband.com for all restrictions.
For Christmas this year, be sure to remember your family member or friend who is a numismatist, a coin collector. Visit Norm's Coins, located just inside Butler's Jewelry in downtown Forest City. You'll find a good selection of gold and silver coins, proof sets from the 1950s to the present, also brand new silver eagles, ladies' quarters, and Morgan piece dollars. They also have collectible coins and Dasco items. They also buy silver coins. Bring those in, they'll turn them into cash for Christmas. Norm's Coins, located inside Butler's Jewelry, East Main Street in Forest City. Call Betty at 245-9859. 245-9859. Have a happy and merry numismatic Christmas from Norm's Coins in Forest City.
Are your auto insurance rates going too high? Most insurance rates have gone up, but Insurance Service Associates, we have one company that had just reduced some of its auto insurance rates. Many of our companies have changed their rating platforms to be able to offer more coverage for less money. That's what we try to do also. Call Insurance Service Associates for your auto and homeowners insurance. Insurance Service Associates, 245-5301, or drop by and see us at 245 East Main Street, Forest City.
There are plenty of drugstores in Rutherford County, but not all of them offer the same personal customer service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team have trusted experience and professional service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore at 200 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 1, 287-7117. Christmas shopping just got a whole lot easier if you shop Patriot Arms at Makers Place in Forest City. 118 Makers Place, the best directions, Highway 74 just past Old American Homes, near the Convenience Center on Bethany Church Road, or they're right behind Danieltown Baptist Church. Whatever you're looking for to make sure you find Makers Place, you're going to find a store great full of deals. Huge inventory, gift certificates. They buy, sell, and train guns only. They have ammunition, apparel, holsters, cleaning supplies. They do gun repair and gunsmithing. Patriot Arms is an amazing gun shop and a whole lot more. Locally owned by people that live right here in Rutherford County. So if you're looking for something in particular, call ahead, 828-919-2803. That's 828-919-2803. Tell them WCAB sent you. Shop local. Keep your money right here in Rutherford County. Shop Patriot Arms. And today is day one. Saturday will be day two. It's final time to say goodbye. Dave is going to retire, and this is Cozy Home's final goodbye sale. The final warehouse sale event today, starting at 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock. Then Saturday from 9 until 2. Everything's got to go. Pillows, sheets, blankets, furniture, the fixtures. All the shopping carts got to go, and a whole lot more. You've only got 2 days. Today from 9 until 4, Saturday 9 until 2. They're on Duke Street in Forest City, right beside Henson Timber. Well, we tell our kids, don't take candy from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. Don't take. We've don't them to death. Well, here's another one. 2 people have been arrested and charged after 7 Virginia elementary students ate gummy bears from a plastic baggie that later tested positive for the potentially deadly synthetic opioid fentanyl. That, according to the Amherst County Sheriff's Office yesterday. Now, at first, it seemed that the students were having an allergic reaction to something they ate on Tuesday. That, according to the school system. The Sheriff's Office conducted a field test of the bag, which had a positive reaction for fentanyl, according to the school board. Now, preliminary investigation shows that the students ingested gummy bears from a plastic bag that contained the residue, and the residue tested positive for fentanyl. That, according to Lieutenant Dallas Hill from the Sheriff's Department. 5 students were taken to the hospital, including 2 via ambulance, according to Hill. The students, all 4th graders, experienced symptoms including nausea, vomiting, headaches, muscle spasms. The students have since been discharged from the hospital. Now, as part of its investigation, the Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant at a home in Amherst on Tuesday. Clifford Dugan was arrested and held without bond, charged on 2 counts, one of a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, one of contributing to the delinquency abuse of a child, that according to the jail records. Nicole Sanders was also arrested and held on charges of contributing to the delinquency abuse of a child and possessing Schedule 1 or Schedule 2 narcotics, jail records show. She's being held under a $1,000 and $1,500 bonds. Dugan and Sanders appeared via video conference yesterday at the Amherst County Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court, where they were advised of their right to have an attorney. Dugan's appointed attorney did not immediately respond to CNN's request for comment, and Sanders' appointed attorney said she was not aware that he was assigned to the case. This is an ongoing investigation, according to the Sheriff's Office. It's believed that at some point the bag came into contact with fentanyl and trace amounts remain on or in the bag, that according to Amherst County Public School Superintendent Dr. William Wells in an email to CNN. Now, the residue is being sent to a lab for further testing, and results could take up to 2 to 3 months, that according to Hill. Following the indictment, the school district will make a point of emphasis to remind our students not to share food items. Drug awareness will continue to be a point of emphasis across the division at all schools, according to the superintendent. Synthetic opioids, primarily involving the powerful drug fentanyl, are the main driver of U.S. overdose deaths, with nearly 7.5-fold increase overall from 2015 to 2021, that according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Overdoses and poisoning are the 3rd leading cause of death in kids and adolescents, ages 19 and younger. September, a 1-year-old boy died after he and 3 other children were apparently exposed to fentanyl at a Bronx daycare center, that according to authorities, the daycare provider, her husband, and his cousin have been indicted on murder and other charges. Now, this report did not tell us who gave the children the bag, who offered the children the gummy bears. I'm watching this to see what else we can find out about this later on. But again, you hate to keep saying it and you hate to keep browbeating them, but just advise your kids just to be careful. Well, have you ever picked up a Coca-Cola and it had a yellow cap? The rest of them would have red caps. This has got a yellow cap. Why? Well, Coca-Cola has been around, it seems like forever. And this is one of the most famous soda pop brands, first introduced in the state in 1800s and still going strong today. It's synonymous with the crisp and refreshing and the bright red logo, easily recognized the whole world over. So when the classic look changes, you notice it right away. In fact, you probably noticed that yellow cap that Coca-Cola bottles have recently had and wonder what the yellow cap means. There's a reason for it. The yellow cap is kosher for Passover. If you're unfamiliar with Passover, it's a Jewish religious holiday that occurs during spring and lasts for 7 days in total. So during the holiday, Jewish people are prohibited from owning or consuming leavened foods known as chametz, which include 5 main grains: wheat, oats, rye, barley, and spelt. However, it's common for some Jewish people to recognize another category of forbidden foods that include corn, rice, and beans. Now, what's this got to do with Coca-Cola? While the regular Coke formula is kosher year-round, it contains corn syrup, so it is not considered kosher for Passover by Jews of Eastern European descent. Because of this, Coke temporarily replaces the corn syrup in its recipe with sugar. This kosher Coke is marked with a sunny yellow cap. That's the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke. Why do people love the kosher Coke? While it was intended for the Jewish people who celebrate Passover, these original taste Cokes are a favorite for many Coca-Cola fans. Plenty of people buy the yellow cap Coke because they love the flavor or want to avoid the high fructose corn syrup. The best part, these Cokes are no different in price than the regular recipe. Well, I had something else, but I'll hold it till tomorrow. News is next. See you tomorrow.
In obstetrics and gynecology at Duke University tells NCN News the debate is not over the safety of the medication.
We have now decades of data showing that mifepristone is safe and effective, and it's been used by millions of people over 20 years that it's